Hello. It was a pleasant surprise for me yesterday when I received an email from Vodafone here in Germany telling me that having been a loyal customer for the past 8 years, they are offering me an internet package with speeds of up to 1000 megabits per second instead of my current internet speed of 250. This was an option that was too attractive to pass by, so I decided to convert from my current plan, Red Internet 250, to the new plan called Cable Max 1000. And the offer was especially enticing because it came at no extra cost. And what's even more unbelievable is that 2 days later, I received the new router with the Wi-Fi 6 specifications. Now the router that I have been using so far is the Compal CH7466CE. It hasn't given me any cause for worry so far, but I must say that router was just a basic router. So as it says on the box here, Schnelles Internet für dein Zuhause. Fast internet for your house. Exactly what I wanted. So let's open the package. I just love the way Vodafone sends stuff to its customers. So it's very attractive, whatever that is inside. So let's take that out and have a look. Now that seems to be a welcome file. It's a file folder with instructions on how to set up my new router. All in German, but that's okay. It's pictorial as well, so I can manage. Information pack, and then in the box we have the actual router itself, Wi-Fi certified 6 trademark, and Vodafone calls it the Vodafone Wi-Fi 6 station. Okay, let's open the seal. We come to the traditional unboxing part. Are we ready? I say yes. Future is exciting. Out comes my trusty knife and we open the seal. Boom. I'm excited to see what's inside, and I bet so are you. So let's take it out of the box. It looks quite different from the one I have at the moment. This looks much better. So what does it say here? It says designed by Vodafone, and that is a strange design. It's not perpendicular sides, it's slightly skewed, as you can see. So what slots do we have on this router? Well, we have the reset button at the very left, 2 telephone ports, 4 LAN ports, a cable connection, with screws, so the cable can be screwed on, and USB port, and the power inlet. Turning it around, 2 eyelets for mounting on the wall in case you need to mount on the wall. I do like this chrome finished foot at the bottom that ensures that the cooling slots are not obstructed if you were to place it on a table like that. So there's always circulation underneath. Let's look at the front now. What are the buttons on the front? So there's a light at the very bottom for the power. There is a Wi-Fi button. There's a WPS button for pairing with devices. There's a light for the internet, a light for the phone. And over here it says Wi-Fi certified 6. There's a stylish chrome garnish over there, which I quite like. Gives it a luxury feel. And if I turn it around to look on the top, more cooling vents for heat dissipation all around. So it does look like a very well designed router. What else is in the box? Let's have a look again. So there is the power adapter, European plug. What else? That's a telephone extender. So this end plugs into the telephone port on the back of the router, and these are again special ports based on what the pin on your telephone line is. So those are used for mounting on the wall, and a LAN cable. Everything as expected. Just going through the documentation that came with the router. It's a page about using the service portal, optimal installation locations, Super WLAN. Here's a tip about using the Super Connect app from Vodafone. So that's what I'm going to do next. There you go, the Vodafone Super Connect app, which I'm installing on my phone. Let's have a look at what the Vodafone Super Connect app looks like. Everything you need to know before you start. The app only works with the Vodafone station. Your broadband contract must be linked with your Vodafone account. So I'm not going to push the Let's Start button yet until I connect the new router, but more on that later. Now what I've got to do is to compare this side by side with the Compal CH7466CE, so you can see in terms of size and aesthetics how different they are. And then what we're going to do is to hook up this new router and experience 1000 megabits per second. So that's the Compal router. Obviously the new router looks more premium. It's a Vodafone design in itself, whereas this is manufactured by another company, Compal Networks. Let's keep them side by side to get a clear idea about dimensions. The Wi-Fi certified 6 router is a bit taller, but that could be due to the fact that it stands on this leg. So height-wise, I would say they are identical. What about the side profile? That's a new one, and this is the Compal. So as you can see, the new router is definitely wider. Let's look at the rear now. That's a new one. Like we said before, 2 telephone ports, 4 LAN ports, the cable connection and USB, the power inlet and the reset button. And over here on the old Compal router, again, it's the exact same number of ports. 2 telephone ports, 4 LAN ports, and USB, the cable connection, and the power, plus a reset button. That's the base of the Compal. And on the front, you have the WPS button, and then the lights for the various connections, for the Wi-Fi, the telephone, the power. But that's not quite obvious because of the dark shaded front panel over here. You can only see those lights when they light up, whereas on the new Vodafone router it's clearly marked and they are visible even when the lights are not on. But I think you would all agree that the WiFi6 router looks a lot better. It sits better on your bookshelf, on your TV stand, or wherever it is that you mount your router. So what we're going to do next is to connect the new router and measure the internet speeds. Really eager to experience 1000 megabits per second.